provided in accordance with Chapter 231, Public Law, 1975.
Take a moment of silent meditation. Hope everybody had a great Easter holiday. You were with your family. Please stand for the flag salute. Commissioner Douglas Albrecht will lead us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk, roll call, please.
Commissioner Alstino.
Here.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Here.
Commissioner Romero.
Here.
Commissioner Lodes.
Present.
Commissioner Taylor. Excused. Deputy Director Marchand.
Here.
Director Sorrow.
Here.
Do I have a motion and second to accept and dispense with the reading of the minutes from the last public meeting?
Public who would like to speak about resolutions only, please step forward. Give your name and your location.
Good evening, I'm Nancy Ridgway from Upper Deerfield and Fairfield Townships. 2 weeks ago at your meeting, I asked about Resolution 2025-208, was ratifying a settlement, and I wanted to know how much we'd spent on legal fees, and I asked for it for this meeting.
When we're finished with open session, we have that answer.
Okay. And on Resolution 2025-252, it's a resolution assigning the matter of an open public meeting, Open Public Records Act request concerning the Deputy County Administrator. You mean we have to spend money because you don't want to hand over open public records? It's for $10,000 for a lawyer? Seriously.
Does anyone else wish to address the board on resolutions? We have a motion to close.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Counselor, if you could address the issue.
Sure. On the attorney fee amount, what I'm going to say is there is ongoing settlement activities. There's ongoing litigation that relates to this, so I'll give the number, but it's not for purposes of discussion in an open meeting. The county to date has spent $303,990.04 on this matter. You may wish for me to mention on the Oprah front that it is a necessary function to provide an analysis of records that are to be released. And everyone has that right, whether it's a commissioner, whether it's an employee. And in this particular case, like all your assignments, it has to have a number filled in, but that doesn't mean that the attorney is going to spend that money, right? It's a money on the file just in case. So with all, we're all hoping that it will be significantly less.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, if we could start.
Do I have a motion and second to vote by consent agenda on resolutions 2025-211 through 2025-242?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
That's with the two.
Yes.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Do I have a motion and second to adopt resolutions 2025-211 through 2025-242 by consent?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-243, resolution authorizing and approving additional temporary budget appropriations in the amount of $306,333. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Comments?
Director, I just wanted to ask Mr. Hart, that this is our, I know this is our update, that we're gonna actually start going over the budget. So this is just for grants like usual, but after this, by May, we should be able to maybe adopt the regular budget. This will be the last time we ask for a temporary part if it's accepted. Correct?
Yes, that's correct.
All right.
Right, then I have it. I mean, is it possible that at our work session, if there's another change in the grant money, we might have to vote for something there too?
So the plan is, if I may,
Yeah.
there's a point in time you have to cut off your grants that you're gonna include in the budget, and the rest become insertions in the budget, which are called chapter 159s.
Do you have to vote on that, or is that just
No.
automatic?
No, we're just gonna pick a point in time. It's usually 2 or 3 weeks before we plan on introducing the budget.
Okay, just wanted to verify so everybody understood.
There's a lot of calculations that go into the.
Okay.
Well, Director, do we have to accept those grants now? We still don't have to accept those grants, like they.
No, they would just be in addition to the budget,
Yeah, there'll be, each one will be approved after the budget's adopted.
individual.
Individually.
We won't lose the money, is what I'm saying.
I'm not worried about the grant, it's more the process that the budget
Yeah.
started, which is really the question,
Yeah.
and you're telling me it is, so that's,
Mhm.
which I've learned in the past. Okay. Thank you.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-244, resolution authorizing purchase from New Jersey State Contract Vendor for Network Preventative Maintenance Level 1, Astro Support On-Site Infrastructure Response Standard, Astro Dispatch Service for the County 911 Emergency Communications. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Questions or comments?
Questions?
Director, I just, for Vice Administrator, could you explain why we're doing this, or what's the purpose of this?
This one is for the, in fact, it's for service, maintenance service for some of the equipment, and some additions. The present dispatch system is being upgraded, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? If you would, yeah, that would be great. Especially when it comes to dispatch, I'd leave it to you. Commissioner, this is
Director
Norm.
911. The reason for this, and what we started to do when Jeff Ridgway was here, is this used to be an annual maintenance. But to try to not have such a hit on the budget, we separated it into 6-month intervals. And this is, all of our equipment is through Motorola. Any problem that we have 24/7, we contact them, start a ticket, and wireless communications responds to make the repairs to the equipment. So this is anything from radios to towers, right down to our consoles in the dispatch room.
So this is part of the coverage, and we're, continue to keep coverage as a part of it.
Continuous maintenance.
This is more the maintenance, it's not the programming, the maintenance. Actual hard.
Yeah, this is completely separate.
Hardware, not software.
Right.
But both, it does have a software.
Okay, appreciate it, thank you.
Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-245, resolution awarding contract for 2024 guide rail program, various municipalities, Cumberland County, New Jersey, bid number 25-09. Do I have a motion and second?
Make a motion. Second. Anybody? Make a
Second.
motion.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-246, resolution awarding fair and open contract for providing title insurance services for the County of Cumberland, RFQ number 24-51, resubmission 2. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes, with I'm glad to see a local company getting this. I know it's not a lot, but it's good to see. So.
Commissioner Romero,
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes,
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand,
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-247, resolution awarding fair and open contract for supplying and delivering shelf-stable meals for the Cumberland County Office on Aging and Disabled, RFP number 25-11. Do I have a motion and second?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-248, resolution of the Board of County Commissioners of the County of Cumberland, New Jersey, authorizing and consenting to the issuance and subordinated solid waste revenue bonds by the Cumberland County Improvement Authority to finance the cost of acquisition, design, construction, and equipping of the expansion to the authority's administrative building and new drop-off area at the Cumberland County Solid Waste Complex and making certain other determinations in connection therewith. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-249, resolution authorizing application and grant agreement with the New Jersey Department of Human Services and the Cumberland County Office on Aging and Disabled for the Cumberland County State Health Insurance Assistance Program. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-250, resolution authorizing the award of a non-fair and open contract to provide upgrade on-site services and parts. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-251, resolution rejecting all proposals received for providing various youth services for the Cumberland County Youth Service Advisory Council, RFP number 24-10, resubmission 2, and authorizing the re-advertising for proposals. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-252, resolution assigning the matter of an open public Records Act request concerning Deputy County Administrator to the firm of Barker, Gelfand, James, and Sarvis. Do I have a motion and second?
Can I ask a question before the motion's made? Why have we never had to do this with another Oprah?
I've never had Oprah from a superior of mine. Does that answer?
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yep.
Do I have a
Continue.
motion and second?
Need a motion and second, please.
So moved. Second.
Okay. Roll call.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Abstain.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes. I understand the abstention. It was very close on mine too. Continue.
Resolution 2025-253, resolution authorizing assignment of an appeal of disciplinary action by an employee of the County Department of Corrections. Do I have a motion and second?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-254, resolution authorizing shared services agreement between Cumberland County Prosecutor's Office and the City of Bridgeton Board of Education, the City of Millville Board of Education, and the City of Vineland Board of Education concerning the Youth Trauma Intervention Protocol Summer Program. Do I have a motion and second?
Motion.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Sorrow.
Yes.
Resolution 2025-255, resolution authorizing purchases from the New Jersey State Contract Vendor for radio programming technical support training for the Office of Emergency Management. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Albrecht.
Is, Kevin,
Yes, sir.
Siriano, is this is the second part of this, right? Is this have to do
This is separate. This is for
Separate.
ongoing training.
our people?
Our people and others throughout the county.
is this like our OEM people, or is this all, like, this is actually anyone that operates the radio?
We're trying to keep a tighter unit, but we're having some of the people from Vinyl come in because they originally helped us out as well. So it's gonna be, there's a whole training mechanism that's also included with Camden right now as well. Camden County's assisting us at the beginning. But this training and maintenance and programming will be done throughout the county, and our people will follow and learn how to do it themselves.
So if I'm in a fire department and you're gonna train one person in a fire department?
Not from every fire department.
So just,
Yeah, because there's too many hands then.
all right.
And the problem is that the biggest fear, I think, that many of us feel is that we need to keep it tight. That the restrictions on the radio system must be specific.
So let me just say that this is the kind of replacement for what we had to kind of cover the gap to make sure we take care of stuff.
Many more understanding the process.
Okay. But yes,
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Commissioner Lodes?
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand?
Yes.
Director Sorrow?
Yes.
Do I have a motion and second to accept the treasurer's report as provided? And before I ask for the motion, I want to let you guys know that there was a question about the bills list. We have now attached it to the agendas, and they're being republished. It has been republished, so we're going to do that every month now. So the bills list, not the bills list, the treasurer's report will be attached.
Okay, thank you.
Do I have a motion?
I appreciate that. So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do I have a motion and second for authorizing payment of all salaries and wages?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do I have a motion and second to open public comment for new business only?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Anyone who
All in
wishes?
favor?
Oh, aye.
Aye.
Anyone that wishes to come forward and speak on new business, step forward, give your name and location.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Ridgway from Upper Deerfield and Fairfield Townships. And I'd like to make a disclosure. I am not in any shape, way, or form employed by Cumberland County. Now, this commission was on a conference call and told not to say anything. I got a phone call from a commissioner about what was here last meeting with Down Township, telling me not to say anything because you don't understand. We are responsible for county tax dollars, and we just can't hand them out to anybody. Now, where they said they got my phone number from, I called the person, and they told me they didn't give them my telephone number. But this board has a responsibility not just to watch county taxpayers' money, but to make the county taxpayers safe, especially on their own property. There's laws against diverting water to somebody's property. And that's a responsibility that you have. Your engineer at the time and your solicitor at the time and your administrator at the time came to my property to see what the problem was. And when I showed them, I was informed to write a letter and tell the county what I wanted. And I have been ignored since. And I'm being flooded by something that your engineering department did. 6 years with Down Township, 6 years for my property. You need to get your engineering and your Public Works Department under control because they are taking taxpayers' money the wrong direction. I hope you understand what I just said. Thank you.
Anyone else like to come forward and speak on any new business?
Motion to close?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Commissioner reports?
Commissioner reports. Mr. Alstino. Commissioner Alstino, would you like to start?
Sure, why not? I had the pleasure of attending the Agricultural Board meeting last week. It was interesting. And also the Human Services Advisory Board meeting. They gave a great presentation on the state's 211 system, where you can dial 211 if you need any type of social services, and they'll hook you up with it. It's manned 24/7, 365 days a year. It was very good.
Thank you so much. Commissioner Albrecht.
Yeah, just for Human Services, it talked about that coming up is in May is Mental Health Awareness Month. We're also celebrating the end of alcohol awareness this end of this month. So the big event that I can remember is May 17th at the South Island Park or Mayor Campanella Park in Violent. There's a walk, there's a full day of activity planned. The walk is in the afternoon. So come out just to show, there'll be booths set up, hopefully that you could see services that are provided. If you need help, there will be people there that can provide help. It's an all-day kind of a family get-together type of thing at the park. So come on out. We're going to have something in May. We're going to talk about maybe some changes to the Code Blue, Code Red system. We're going to talk about that next month as it fit the state program, which has created some more new rules. I had an opportunity during the sheriff's, the Triad, the sheriff's department has a senior luncheon 3 times a year, I believe. And I got a chance, an opportunity to bump into Contact Cape Atlantic, an organization that actually started to work with our Department of Aging, or has worked with our Department of Aging. And it's kind of jumped out at me because what they do is they make calls to people that are basically at home, maybe that all they do is see the TV all day, don't get much human interaction, and they actually make phone calls. So I just want to make sure the number to get out there, 609-823-1850. It's a volunteer effort. They're doing it in Atlantic County, but they're branching out to Cumberland. And I just sometimes a simple phone call, they'll call 7 days a week or they'll call 1 day a week. It depends on who they're talking to and how much the people want to talk to them. So keep it in mind. The ones that are the toughest to get to talk actually end up probably in the end looking forward to that phone call they get, and if it's not there, they get disappointed. So please, if you know someone that is kind of homebound, they'll also provide the services or extend, if their service is needed, they'll help provide it. Our DOS is, just to throw out that our last meeting, we talked about, I believe it was last meeting, that our DOS, I think our Commissioner Blodes talked about it, that we had skimming going on, and which took the cards, people would lose all their benefits the minute they got their card, the minute they used it. It would take all their money, and they could not, the federal government would not reimburse them. Well, I can't say too much, but we've had our license inspection, not our license inspection, our
Weights and measures.
Weights and Measures Department
Consumer Affairs.
actually
Consumer Affairs.
Consumer Affairs working with our prosecutor's office of actually going out and found, and that's all I guess I could say. But they've actually found they will take the appropriate action. They were very proactive, and hopefully in the future will lead that the cards will actually have a chip on them. That's, I hope, in the future, so this won't happen. Even if there's a skim, it won't work. Very proactive, mentioned by our commissioner, and very proactive on our part of the county to go out and do that and find, and hopefully it leads to that this doesn't happen or very limited in the future, and they don't target Cumberland County. The Bay Shore Council met, very well attended. I could barely hear as I was driving. As everyone knows, my phone, I can't hear things on my phone as I'm driving, but the Bay Shore Council continues to tackle issues that are affecting our Bay Shore. They will put out notes of the meeting, and hopefully we can post those notes so people can see what issues they're tackling, which is a variety of stuff that affect our area, and hopefully for the better. The more support is given to them, the better. Last thing, the Bay Shore Center is, they are actually kicking off or trying to apply for money through the Historic Trust to fix the keel of our ship, our big ship, in the state of New Jersey's big ship, the A.J. Merriwall. So they're kicking off to raise money. So keep that in mind if you go down there on is it the second Friday of the month down there in Port Norris, Valve? They're kicking off that fundraiser to help keep this ship going and keep moving forward. So, okay, thanks, Director.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. I just wanted, before I go on to Commissioner Lowe's, our Consumer Affairs group does a phenomenal job. So I just want everybody to realize it's a great part of the county, and they were instrumental in actually getting the equipment, correct?
The head of the department, Mr. Wilden,
Right.
reached out to us, reached out to the deputy director instantaneously and said, we need this right now, we need a call, we got it.
And took care of it.
In lightning time.
Very good.
And that allowed them to really be proactive.
Yeah, they got some updated equipment that, I guess the old equipment may not pick up all the skims, and the new equipment was able to do that. So, well worth the additional money.
To that. Okay. Just wanted to bring that point up. Commissioner Lowe's.
I'm very glad that we brought attention to that matter, and that something actually was an actionable item being done for that. Good evening, everybody. Happy Easter. I'm very happy to report that we did approve Resolution 255 and investing in our county employees with training them on how to program our emergency radios. That's a really great thing when we're able to invest in our employees here and make Cumberland County safer. Those are words I used at last meeting as well. That one of our biggest jobs, yes, as Ms. Ridgway did state, that it is monitoring county tax dollars, is also making sure that our county residents are safe. And in the spirit of Easter and a season of renewal, Ms. Ridgway, I believe you mentioned some things that were maybe not done correctly, I'll say it that way, in the past. And in the season of renewal, this board very much has a goal of public safety and making sure that we are watchdogs of public safety and public tax dollars. So I can tell you that. And also, I just want to announce to everybody, remind everybody that this Thursday is Bring Your Child to Work Day. So in the spirit of introducing the next generation of the Cumberland County workforce to all of the things that get done in Cumberland County, private businesses, public businesses, and all over. If you can bring your children to work, please do. It's a fantastic way to introduce them to what you do, what your coworkers do, and kind of let them dream a little bit bigger. They can only dream about the things that they know about, so begin to try to expose them to those things. I hope everybody had a wonderful Easter, and if you're bringing your kids to work day, if you're bringing your kids to work this Thursday, or your grandkids even, we hope that you enjoy it and have a successful day. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Romero.
Well, this week we met with the Board of Health, last week, and everything's going fine. You know, we are short about $2 million. We discussed that in our last meeting over there, and we are dealing with cutbacks from from
State of New Jersey.
State of New Jersey, and we're working on that. Even though we are in the, it's not going to affect us financially, because we were able to work it out. We have great staff in our Board of Health, and they're moving forward and making adjustments. But I just want you to know that it's a lot of time. It's hard for us to come up with all our finances when at the same time we're having cuts from our government, you know, from a state government. So it is tough to come up with our budgets when they're changing the game all the time. But we're doing our best and we're working on it. We've been working on it for the next couple of weeks. We're going to be meeting with Christopher Hart, and we're going to review our budget. Other than that, I stopped over at 60 Tech. The lights are coming up great for our kids to be able to play at nighttime, and that's something positive. And back to what Commissioner Lutz talked about and Mrs. Ridgway. You know, as we go through different periods here, some of the stuff those gets lost, and you're right. 6 years ago, maybe they said that road was bad, and it got lost. 3 years ago, I said Greenwich was a problem in that bridge over there, and I don't know if you guys remember, and a lot of the stuff is being put aside. So we are going to work hard with our engineering department, getting all this up to date and following up on the stuff that was done or reported in the past, but it hasn't been fixed. And we're going to do that. I'm going to go to Greenwich, like I said, this next week, and I'm going to follow up on it to make sure we don't have any issues again. But every time we go from one government to another government, some of the things that they have done get pushed off. So we're going to have to get with engineering, come up with a list of things that are actually pending, that has happened in the past. We were not here at those times. 6 years ago, none of us was here. So, you know, and it got lost. So, you know, maybe we could get up to date on this stuff, and it's hard working. I want you to know it's hard working with the DEP, and it's tough. Every time we have a project, it gets delayed 3-4 years, and then there's a new bunch of commissioners that are different, and then it gets lost. I'm not making any excuses, but those things do happen. So,
Thank you, Commissioner. Deputy Director.
Thank you. So it's been a tough couple weeks in Cumberland County. There were some terrible fires in Millville. There were some wildfires that broke out in Vineland. And I'd just like to take the opportunity to thank all the first responders that came out and were able to get those fires under control. There were some just terrible, horrific events. However, it could be much worse if it wasn't for the hard work of all those men and women to come out and be able to resolve those in such a quick fashion. But I'm also really proud to be a Cumberland County resident and see the community come together. There's been an outpouring of donations, everything from clothing to gift cards for the people that were displaced from their homes. So it is heartwarming to see when the community comes together and they see these families that have been displaced and the horrible events that have occurred, and for them to come in and be as generous as they are. So it does warm my heart and makes me very proud to be part of this Cumberland County community. That's all I have.
Thank you. I had a very interesting week last week. You know, we talk about a lot of things. You hear, well, we're not being more transparent. I mean, we do the best we can a lot of times when we're in meetings, and there's things that we can and we can't talk about. One of the things I can talk about was I was at a conference last week. It was the Trans Action Conference. It had to do with transportation. Everybody knows that we have a CAT system in Cumberland County, Cumberland Area Transit System. For some reason, everybody thinks it's only for senior citizens. That's not true. It's for the general public. Everybody can use the CAT system. What we would like to do, and you've heard me say before, and that is to have somewhat of a fixed routing system in Cumberland County. We have a lot of rural areas. We have people who don't have cars and they can't get to work. New Jersey Transit is not real big in Cumberland County. So at this conference, I met probably about 15 people that we are going to work with over the next few months. Okay, they have a lot of ideas. I spoke with people from Essex County, Sussex County, there was one other county that have a transit system, and they are somewhat like us in having rural areas, and they're very successful. I got these individuals' names. They're willing to come down and talk with us, help us design it. I got 3 companies that are involved in design of fixed routing systems. There is some state money, there is federal money, and there's grant money that can help us out to design this, okay? I think that if we have a very good transit system, if we have what we call a Cumberland transit system, all right, we're gonna be able to get our citizens from one place to the next. At this point in time, everybody talks about wanting to bring businesses into Cumberland County. That's a great thing. It's happening. But if people can't get there to work, then what good is it? And I do believe that if people see that we're working on building a transit system, they're going to want to come here because they know that we're serious about getting workers.
Can you mute your?
Okay. What you can do is you're going to show companies that we're serious about transporting our individuals and having jobs. And they know that if they bring their businesses here, they know that people are going to be able to get to those jobs. All right? So we're working on that. I'm excited about it. As I said, I was there all day. I think it was Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Mm-hmm. Tuesday. Yeah, I was there Tuesday in Atlantic City. And I learned a lot. I learned a lot. There was a lot of people there, very, very smart individuals that are willing to come down and help us put this together. I don't know how fast we're going to get it together, but I'm serious about it, and we're going to work on this, and I think it'll be good for Cumberland County. That's what I have to say. Does anybody else have anything else? One thing I'd like to do, Commissioner Albrecht, you gave a phone number, and a lot of times people don't have a pen by their TV or whatever. Give me a second. And say, all right, we're going to have him give the phone number again and what it's for. So this way, we have a lot of different programs that help individuals in Cumberland County, and people in Cumberland County aren't using all of them. So this particular program, Mr. Albrecht, if you could just give that phone number again.
It's 609-823-1850. So if you know someone that's shut in, doesn't get much human interaction, they will call, and they will call just to have a conversation, which is I thought was actually pretty good and very good, actually.
What was the name of the organization?
It's actually Contact Cape and Atlantic, but they've branched into Cumberland, and they, with the Department of Aging, I don't know how long they've been doing this. It sounded like they were just starting in Cumberland County, so.
Not only that, it'll keep, you'll be checking up on someone.
Check it out. That's what I like about it.
Right. So I think it's a good idea.
Director, I want to say one other thing. My son was talking to one of his friends at school. They were booking for summertime, was booking a place to a bed and breakfast place to go to, and it was outside Boston. And then they changed and looked into Commercial Township to actually go to Commercial on Laurel Lake. I was like, what? So I don't know what their ad was, but it was actually pretty neat that and I don't know if it's the same house as someone else did.
There's one on the river.
Right on the river, and
right.
they booked.
Exactly.
I was like, wow,
We met them.
So
we met them at an organization. Yes.
So I just want to let you know that they were so impressed. God bless you. They not with my sons. My son just made a comment about it. That's Cumberland County. That's where I live. So, which is really neat that they actually attracted people from up towards the Massachusetts area, so.
Well, I want to thank everybody for coming. I want to thank all the people that are listening and viewing us. We should have a great weekend. Do we have anything else?
We don't have executive session.
No? Okay,
Do
so
I have a motion to adjourn?
we need a motion to adjourn.
Second? All
Need
in
a second?
favor?
Okay. Aye.
6:40.
Very good.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.